playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Ravens on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs.
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. And the defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Second and 1. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll take this to the 46.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On second down, here's the option. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Kyle. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm. Touchdown, Bengals! David Njoku, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And when you think about his performance this year, you have to have nothing but admiration the way that he passed his team into the playoffs. They threw it around so well in the regular season, but in this game, the elements may affect them. I think they'll continue to fling it around until the weather slows them down, and if it doesn't, they'll continue to show the style that they've shown throughout the season.
Room here to run, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. What we just saw, we saw a lot of last week. He had 5 tackles for loss a week ago and 1 here in the first quarter now.
And I think a lot of that comes from not just his athletic ability and his intelligence and understanding how he's being blocked and how to get to the ball carriers, but also comes from scheme as well. You've got a guy that high, playing that well. Your defense coordinator is looking for ways to create mismatches and get him to the football.
They'll run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fighting through, he's got space. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in this wild card game.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Up the middle they go. Downing. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
McPherson on for the point after. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on in the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
2nd and 6.
Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, That ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's Jackson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Hey, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Jackson, and that is incomplete. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
Now Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down right at
the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Brad Robbins now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Shreds him with a stiff arm. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And Barton, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He'll drop to throw. Caught left side by Kyle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. The throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
From 13 yards out.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
That's to the tight end Laporta.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll toss makes this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was for a Super Bowl title as they wind up at 14-3 on the year. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way. Let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here is third down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's a give to Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hall again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A handoff for Hall. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Jackson looking to throw on third. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
As an unbiased observer, I
think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Jackson. Quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down. Jackson will throw again. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Tyler Wallace, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Here's Cobb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action here on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
Jackson, option right. The 20. 5, and all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 43 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
you remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there, and we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah,
All right?
yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff, because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Play action. Now Jackson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Hall. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Breece Hall, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find Higgins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Bengal 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Hall again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run here with Hall. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, It's darn close.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now the Bengals down by 13. A minute 45 to play. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Pass complete to Higgins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Back to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Eagles and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots,
he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Eagles.
Back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
and you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Willis, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This a 2nd and 8. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On first down, Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And that flag accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I missed him, it would have been a different story all night.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown. 49ers. Kenneth Walker. 31 yards. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Watch out for Hill on the return.
6-yard return after a punt on 48. And the Niners are going offense. 1st and 10.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. And escapes the sack. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
False start. Offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up a throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved him out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Again, it's Walker. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, it's Walker. Fights loose, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. 23 yards on the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw.
That's for the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 26-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
This will be caught by Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd and 7.
back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A 10-play drive that time.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. Back to throw as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute.
But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers squaring off against the New Orleans Saints.
It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay,
this one's
Coach,
been as good as advertised.
This
Just a
one's
field
still
goal
anyone's
separating
game
these
as we
2
welcome you
teams.
back
This is
for
a very
quarter
level
number
first
3.
half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Taken at the goal line. And And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively. They make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
Second down and 3. On the handoff, this is Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that extends their advantage to 6 and 16-10.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Hurts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Up the middle they go. It's Willis. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Willis. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted them. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll find the cloud on the right side complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They're going right back to Walker. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4
4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. This from 25 yards out.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis, and he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync,
stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Setting up the screen here, this is Walker.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll drop to throw.
Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a couple of inches.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped the switch from pass to...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49ers' 46-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Hurts.
at the 31-yard line.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or
do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now a run with Walker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11. Running left is Walker.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.